Hey guys, welcome back. Now, I'm so excited that you made it here. That means you made it through all the chess content. You know how to study each sector of chess. And now what we only have to do is figure out how you should plan your training and then insert the most effective things, the most best resources for your chess training. And you will have your specific chess training plan and you are ready to go. You're ready to train in an effective and planned way. And I'm so excited for you. So let's jump right into it. Benjamin Franklin, the founding father of the United States of America, said, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And this is so important, and one of my favorite quotes out there, because it's really true. If you want to do something and you don't plan it, you're very likely to actually fail at it, right? You will forget about it. You will, real life things will come up and you will not have enough time. So we really want to plan our time for chess study, and then you can really do what you want to do. This is another thing that I had to learn the hard way. If you don't plan your own life, others will do it for you. Okay. I know this very well because I'm self-employed and I basically have the whole day to my disposal. And if I don't plan the things myself, then maybe I will go have a coffee at 10 with a friend. Then somebody will call, then this, then that. I don't end up doing anything that I actually wanted to do. It's nice to see friends and it's nice to spend time with people you like. But there are so many people that want something of you that if you don't know what you want to do in your day and in your week, well, others will just fill your day and fill your week, and you end up doing things maybe for them more than you do things for yourself, like chess training. So what are the positive effects of planning? You're just much more likely to train if you actually have it written down somewhere. You set yourself boundaries, and this helps me actually to increase my focus. When I don't say, well, I'll just train some chess now, and then I sit down and I train a little bit, but I don't know how much. What do I hope for? Maybe I get a little bit bored and I stop and then I go back to it, but it's not so clear. When I just have, clearly from 5 to 6, I will just study chess and then I have free time. Then I know, now I can just put all my focus into this 1 hour and then I, have other things to do and I can just unwind and chill and have an amazing evening. So that helps a lot. You can get a little bit of a feeling of control that also ties in with the next point to avoid the fear of missing out. Okay, if you really plan your things, when you will have this training plan in front of you and you see, that's the resources I want to do. All the rest I don't have to do. You will feel much more light. You will feel much more in control, and you will feel when new things are coming out, you're like, no, I actually know exactly what I want to do. I thought about this. I saw a course about it. It makes sense. I want to improve my chess. These are the effective things for my chess. So I don't need that course at the moment. And last but not least, you do the right thing and not only the easy thing. What does it mean? If you sit down and you say, well, I just want to study chess, right? From 5 to 6, I will study some chess. Well, now you have maybe 30 books in your library and you have all the online resources. First of all, you will get overwhelmed. And secondly, you are more likely to actually do something that is a little bit more easy, right? To do some learning, maybe to go through some games, to read a book, but not to solve exercises, to do the real hard training. But the hard training is also where the improvements come from. So we want to find a way to actually do the hard training, because there we can, with a limited time, really get the maximum out of our time. So how do you plan right? You should plan very specific. Again, that's to the previous point. You should not only say, I do chess 5 hours a week, but it's much better to say Monday I will do 1 hour from 5 to 6 p.m. And in this hour, I will solve tactics on Lichess for first 45 minutes. And then I have 15 minutes to control, to see which mistakes did I do, where can I do better next time. Okay, so it should be as specific as possible. But it should also be plausible. Okay, we should not just be somewhere in a dreamy world with our plans of like, I work full time, but anyway, I can still 3 hours a day easily, and I have family and 7 kids. Okay, 3 hours I will get in anyway. I can wake up at 2 in the morning and then do it from 2 to 5. It's no problem. No, we want to get a plan that we can really do. Okay, so be honest with yourself and start with a plausible plan. Start small as always, and then you can increase later on. And that's very important. You want to write things down. Okay. A plan should not only be in your head, it should be somewhere written down, either on a device, in your calendar, or how I prefer to plan generally is just to write it somewhere, print it out, and you can just put it on the fridge if you want. Just write it down and put it somewhere you really see it. Then you should also plan to rest. That's very important. We don't want to overdo it. We don't want to, get burnt out of chess and not feel like, every day I need to study some chess. I don't really like to do it anymore. No, that's not what we want, right? It should still be fun at the end. But we want to still have the mix of fun, but also bringing us to really do the things that make us improve, because you bought this course after all, because you want to improve your chess and get better results and understand more of this beautiful game. So what I see with planning to rest is that when you take, for example, Sunday off, or you take the first day in the work week, whatever day you want to take off, in this day you accumulate again, this wish for chess, this wish for, I'm actually excited to look forward to the next study session. And at the same time, when you had a tough week and maybe you have 1 or 2 study sessions still in front of you, you feel like, then I have a free day also of chess. Maybe I have a complete free day, no work, no chess, I can just unwind. My brain can be liberated and I can do whatever I like doing. Then you get motivated for these last 2 sessions, and then you can also go into your chess weekend. And then your plan should be congruent from what you want to do in 1 year to a month to a week to a day. Okay. We don't just want to look for the next week and say, okay, let's do a little bit of lead chess, a little bit, this book next week. And then the week after you say, now let's do another book. Maybe let's do, maybe some end games instead of some openings. No, you want to have a little bit more of a clear idea where you want to go and which books you want to read, which resources you want to finish. Because most likely, again, the idea is that you don't have too much time to study chess. So that means it takes a little while to finish a book, to finish a course, and that's completely fine. But once we start it, we want to make sure that we actually also finish something. And maybe you're at a point where you have several books that are started but not finished. At this point, we need to say, okay, 3 books I leave out for the moment. I just pick one and I finish that one. And then maybe in your yearly idea is to finish all the 4, but you can first finish the first and then you can finish the second. Everything comes with time. And in order to be able to plan well, I attached you, this is a screenshot from my training planner that is actually also in physical form available, but I attached you the PDF version, so you can just download it, you can print it out, you can read through the instructions, and then you can start planning your weeks. And that is very effective. And you also see you have your daily notes. So every day you can shortly see, how was my focus? What can I improve to do my focus? What did I learn today? And this gives you positive reinforcement. You can tick off every training session. You see that you actually learn things, and you can also see what goes wrong in focus and how you can improve the focus next time. So this is just a little resource, a little help to really plan the right way. Now, before we add in the chess resources, you really need to think about this amount of time you want to spend every week. Okay, how much are you ready to invest to reach your goal? And just be aware that the more time you can spend every week, the shorter the time frame that you will see results. I don't mean that by saying you need to do more, but I just want that you are realistic when it comes to studying not too much and having very high goal. That's not the best way, because that will lead into frustration. So if you don't have too much time, yes, you learn now how to study effectively and you will see still improvements. But, saying I want to study an hour a day and I want to raise my rating 400 points a year, that's probably not going to work together, right? So you really want to have your expectations meet a little bit where you are with your hourly rate or with your weekly rate of chess training in hours. And then just a little input that I also feel myself every time I plan something, we always schedule too few time, even if we know we schedule too few time. So, days get overloaded or weeks get packed. So really be aware that you might not have maybe as much time as you think you will have. Okay, now guys, I really want you to think of a number that you are ready to invest a week. How many hours can you invest? Write that down somewhere and just be aware that you can always raise that number. That's no problem, okay? If you get 1 or 2 good weeks in, well, you can raise it, but we don't want that you get this adrenaline from this course. You feel very good now, right? And then you start and the first week you already don't finish your training plan. That would be so sad because the momentum is immediately gone. So we want to continue the momentum. So put an amount of time that you can really invest next week, then invest that one, do it right, and then you feel, okay, yeah, this feels very good to actually do what I wanted, and then you can maybe slowly start to increase it. So write down your number, and then in the next video, we will talk about what exactly you need to do with this amount of hours in your week for your chess training. See you there.